Hi, welcome to training for Tririga Capital Projects. Tririga is an application used by the Department of Veteran Affairs to capture the execution of projects within it. That includes recording information regarding the contracts, submittal packages, RFIs, RFQs, and so on. Tririga application is web-based. It can be accessed from anywhere where you have an internet connection. You will be provided with a login by your field support staff if you do not have one already. We will be going over RFQs from the perspective of the RE office today. That includes initiating them from the RE, sending them to the SRE for review, and then sending it off to the contractor for their estimates, and then receiving them back and responding to them after that. We will also be covering if there is just the SRE in the office and they do not want to, and there's an RE that will be sending it to the SRE for review first. Okay, let's get logged into Tririga. We're going to log in as our RE. In this case, they are test 14. We are logged in as our RE. We need to find the place to create our RFQs, and we'll find that under the COs, PCOs, and RFQs section on the left. Click the arrow to expand it. Click on Request for Quotes to be taken to the list of them. Give it a moment to load. After it's loaded, click Add in the top right to begin creating your RFQ. First things first, click Find in the Currently Viewing section to locate your contract for this RFQ. If there is only one contract, it will automatically be selected. If there is more than one, like there is here, you'll need to select it by clicking the radio box to the left of it and then clicking OK. You'll see the information auto-populate in the contract section. Next, we'll move on to the general section where we will input the name. We're going to stick to the RE filing system naming conventions. We're going to title this with a capital D dash and the number RFQ this is. This will be 10,000 dash the title of the RFQ, in this case, RFQ for the video. Next, we need to check the date. It'll populate with today's date. If that is not correct, click the calendar to the right. And when the calendar pops up, select the current date that you like. After that, click Create Draft. All right, so moving on to the contact section. Give it a second to load sometimes. Moving on to the contact section, we'll need to find ourselves and look for the contact lookup field by clicking the spyglass to the right. Type your own name in the name field. Search for you. We are test 14 at the moment. So test user 14. Click OK. That will bring all the information to these fields. So first, our last name and our current organization. Next, under the related submittal section, if there are any submittals that pertain to this RFQ, click Find. After clicking Find, you will see that there's a list of submittals in front of you. Please check off the submittals you'd like to select and add. If you don't know which submittal is, just by looking at it, you can also click on them to open them, take a look at them. Just to verify you're picking the correct one. Close that once you're done. So with a couple submittals selected that are relevant to this RFQ, we click OK to add them to the list. All right, we can click Save. After clicking Save, move on to the Special Instructions tab. Here is where you'll enter a detailed explanation of the work that you would like the contractor to estimate on. After you've typed that in, click Save. We'll move on to the cost form tab. On the cost form tab, we can click Add to begin adding a line item for the contractor to place their estimate in. The name field, we can put the name of the RFQ in here. So go back to the General tab and grab that. Cost form tab, and RFQ will be here. Put that in there. Next, we can go down to the estimated cost. We can leave quantity as 1. Our rate is where we will put in our estimated amount from the IGE. Say $15,000. This is not visible to the contractor. Do not worry. Next, we need to select the budget code. Go to the budget code section. We'll click Find. You will need to select the correct budget code from this list. If you are unsure of which budget code is correct, please contact your field support staff. Help you find that out. After selecting and confirming it, you'll see that the information will be brought over. Next, we can click Create. If you'd like to reopen it and make any changes, you can click on this button to the left here, the 2 arrows pointing away from each other. Otherwise, you can make changes directly to these line items here, such as I want to change this to 17,000. So I'll change that to 17,000 and click Save. See, our total has now been updated to $17,000. Next, we will move on to the Vendors tab. This is where we will select how many all the people that we want to respond to us with an estimate. We'll click Add Person to start finding people. In this case, we are going to add our contractor and AE. Our contractor is Test21. Type their name in the name field, press Enter to search. Test user 21. Okay. Click Add Person one more time to add our AE. Our AE is Test22. Type their name in, press Enter to search. Find them, check them off, click OK. You can repeat that for as many users as you like. Next, we click Save. If there are any documents you'd like to upload, you go to the Notes and Documents tab. Find the Related Documents section. And to the right, you will find an Upload button. Here, you'll be given an upload window. Drag and drop our file to be uploaded right there. Click Submit. The window will close. We just got to find our RFQ once more, and we'll find that our document has been uploaded. Save one more time. Now, if you are the SRE who is sending this directly to the vendors to have them estimate it, then you can just click Issue right now. If you are the RE and you need to send it to your SRE first, you can go to the Notifications tab. We'll click Add Person under the Manual Approver section. We'll add our SRE in so they get a chance to review this before it goes to the vendors. Our SRE is Test27. Type their name in the name field, press Enter to search. Check the checkbox to the left of their name, click OK to add them. So in this case, we are the RE. We need to send it to our SRE for their final review before he sends it to the vendors we have selected, and this will be the contractor and the AE for their estimates. So if we're happy with all this information, let's double check it to be sure. Let's good here. We have our contact information in here. This is how the vendors know who to get in touch with for any questions. Special instructions, which outline scope of work if detailed. Cost form, where we have a line item for the vendors to place an estimate against, where we have put in our IGE. The vendors themselves, this is who will be estimating against us. Any notes and documents we have uploaded, double check, make sure you have everything in there. And once you are happy with everything, we can click issue to send it on to our SRE. If you were the SRE and you were just sending this to the contractors, we will come back to this step later. So next, we will log in as the SRE, have them review this, and send it to the vendors. Our SRE is test 27. Login is them. SRE will log in, and they will see under their pending approvals that they have a RFQ that is pending there right here. Click on it to be taken to the approval page. See that it is sent to us from our RE, test 14. It's currently assigned to us, test user 27, and we are the only reviewer. So we click on the underlined words linked record to be taken to the RFQ. From here, we just need to click through the tabs and double check this information. Check all the information in all the tabs, make sure our IGE is in there and it is correct. Once you have verified all this information is okay, click the X. Come back here, click approve. Now here you can either approve it and say that you as the SRE will be sending it on its way to the contractors, or you can say that you would like the RE to revise some information in there. So approve, and we'll there you go. We are approving this and we'll be sending it out for an estimate, so we click continue. The RE doesn't have to do anything more in this case. As the SRE, there is one more step you need to take in order to send this on the way to the vendors selected. So we will refresh and we will see that the RFQ has left our queue. It's no longer in this list. So we need to go and find it. We can do that by finding the RFQs page. From here, we can either search by name or you can click the date column to begin sorting by date. Click it twice. We'll find our most recent RFQ on top. We'll see it's in the issued status, meaning it has completed the review process and can either be revised by the RE if necessary, or we can complete it, which will begin sending it to the vendors we have selected. So we're going to click complete. So we'll close the window, and we will now see that this is routing in progress. It is going to stay in the routing in progress status until we get responses from both of our contractors. If you want to open it up one more time, you will see that we have a new tab, the analysis tab. And we see we have two responses out that have not been responded to. They are in the draft status. One is out to test user 21, one is out to test user 22. Okay. And the next step will be awarding this after the contractors have responded. After the contractors have responded to your RFQ, you'll get an email and a notification about it. We can find that notification by going to the action items, expanding that, clicking on notifications. We'll see in our notifications that bid responses have been responded to. Click on that to see the notification. Here we'll see that we're going to assign this. Click on here, if highlighted, for the reference record to find this record. we can to the link record. You will see that again, we have the analysis tab, and now we have 2 RFQ responses, one from each of our contractors, one saying that they'll complete the work for 16,000, the other saying they'll complete it for 22,000. You need to open these. Click on one to open it. Check the Notes and Documents tab for any uploaded information from the contractors. Perfect. Next, after you've reviewed all the information from both the contractors' estimates, you will see that this is now a completed RFQ. So from a completed RFQ, you can award a change order. If you'd like to award a change order, please click the RFQ response that you'd like to award the change order to. I want to award it to the contractor that says they can do the work for $16,000. So I will check the checkbox, click Create Change Order. A new window will open. And we will see that much of the information is brought over, such as the name and the date. We will find the contract information, vendors information. If there were any documents, they will be uploaded here. So let's go to the Cost tab next. Let's get to the cost code. Sometimes you have to wait a moment for it to load. We will see that the name is empty, so we need to put a name in. See the item amounts have been brought over. Excuse me. Open the record and put the name inside. Click the 2 orange arrows pointing away from each other. Type in the name here. Click Save and Close. See the name will refresh and remain the same. Next, let's go back to the General tab. To select a liability code under the Details section, so click the drop-down arrow to be given a list. Select the proper liability code. After that is done, click Create Draft. Now we can see that this change order was initiated from another record. In this case, it was an RFQ, so this will default to yes. So we need to scroll down and add any and all related documents. The RFQ that we created this from is automatically added. If there's anything else, such as RFIs, submittals, or potential change orders, please add them here by clicking the Find button. Selecting the RFQ, I click in the box next to its name, clicking OK. You'll see that the RFI is added to the list. You also notice that the RFI has a date prior to today's current date. So when you click Save, the initiated date of the change order is going to update to the earliest date of the attached records. In this case, it would be November 7, 2017, because that RFI was created then. From here, we can click Save and Close. Then I will refer you to the video and documentation for creating a change order to finish up creating that change order. When we come back to the RFQ, you will see that its status is now changed to awarded. And we will see that the RFQ response we chose to award it to is also in the status of awarded. It's RFQs. Thank you.